Call this meeting to order for Planning, Program, and Zoning Commission. First up, we've got an approval of the June 10th, 2025 agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second, do not.
All right, all those in favor of approving the agenda signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, take a look at the minutes, and then when somebody is comfortable with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes or hear any changes.
So moved. Schoberg.
Second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we'll entertain anyone that would like to speak on a non-agenda item. We currently do not have anyone in the council chambers. Is there anyone on Zoom? All right, so we'll get into the new business. First up, we've got a request by VJ Engineering on behalf of Three Stooges LLC for the preliminary plat of Martin Road subdivision, a three-lot industrial subdivision in the M2P Planned Industrial District located at 1330 to 1350 Martin Road.
This is Dornoff with staff. The area to proposed plat is zoned M2P Planned Industrial District, zone of such since being rezoned from A1 Agricultural District by the adoption of zoning ordinance 4690 on May 3rd, 2004. Surrounding land uses in their zoning are as follows. To the north is commercial, zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. To the south is commercial and industrial, zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. To the east is commercial and industrial, zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. And to the west is vacant land in the Katowski Greenbelt, zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. Development was between 1981 and 2023, all industrial. The property is located in a 100-year floodplain. The buildings were all built to meet the be 1 foot above base flood elevation. The applicant's requesting a preliminary plat of Martin Road subdivision, a three-lot industrial subdivision located at 1330 to 1350 Martin Road. The three lots are 1.137 acres, 1.493 acres, and 1.940 acres respectively, and currently have one commercial lot or one commercial building on each lot. There are no tracks showing and no additional infrastructure required for this plat. Total acreage is 4.570 acres. The preliminary plan includes legal description, property lines, date, north arrow scale, owner, sanitary sewer location, water system location, storm sewer location, adjoining subdivision, existing structure within the plat, and size of individual lots. The plat does not show existing topographical contours. However, there's existing development and no contour changes are being proposed. Therefore, staff recommends that the request by VJ Engineering on behalf of Three Stooges LLC for the preliminary plat Martin Road subdivision, a three-lot industrial subdivision in the M2P Planned Industrial District located at 1330 to 1350 Martin Road be approved for the following reasons. The plat would not have a negative impact to surrounding area. The plat would not have a negative impact on traffic conditions in the area, and the plat meets the general intent of the subdivision ordinance.
Thank you. Do any commissioners have questions for staff? Nope. Go ahead.
This is just general questions. Is this something that would have to get sent out to neighboring properties?
This is Schrader with staff. No, when we're dealing with like a zoning change that involves a notice to property owners or a site plan amendment involves a notice to property owner, for plats, it does not include a notice.
Kind of figured.
All right, any other questions for staff? Is there anyone on Zoom that has questions? Is the applicant on Zoom? Nope. Well, hearing none of that, then I guess we can entertain a motion on the agenda item.
Do not, I'll move that we adopt the request from staff, that the request from VJ Engineering on behalf of Three Stooges LLC for the preliminary plat on Martin Road,
subdivision, a 3-lot industrial subdivision in the M2P planned industrial district located at 1330 to 1350 Martin Road be approved for the following reasons. The plat should not have a negative impact on the surrounding area. The plat should not have a negative impact on traffic conditions in the area, and the plat meet the general intent of the subdivision ordinance.
Second, Schoberg.
There is a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we've got a request by the City of Waterloo to vacate public right-of-way and utility easement located on lots 19, 20, and 22 of Mid-Port America Park Plat Number 3 in the M2P Planned Industrial District located east of 2535 Mid-Port Boulevard.
This is Galman with staff. So as stated, this is a request by the City of Waterloo to vacate public right-of-way and utility easement located on lot 19, 20, and 22 of Mid-Port America Park Plat Number 3 in the M2P Planned Industrial District located west of 2535 Mid-Port Boulevard. The request to vacate the public right-of-way and utility easement would not appear to have a negative impact on the surrounding area. The right-of-way and utility easement vacate would not appear to have a negative impact on vehicular or pedestrian traffic conditions in the area. The site is served by West Airline Highway, which is classified as a minor arterial, and Mid-Port Boulevard is located just to the west and is classified as a local street. There are no sidewalks in the area. The area in question has been zoned M2P Planned Industrial District since it was rezoned from A1 Agricultural District in March 13, 1995. To the north is vacant land zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. To the south is existing industrial development zoned M1 Light Industrial District. To the east is existing industrial developments zoned M2 Heavy Industrial District, and to the west is existing industrial development zoned M2P Planned Industrial District. The area mostly is comprised of industrial and agricultural uses, with the industrial buildings in the vicinity being built between the early 1960s and the late 2010s. The property is located within the flood zone AE 100-year floodplain as indicated by the Federal Insurance Administration's flood insurance rate map. There is a 12-foot sanitary sewer that runs parallel to West Airline Highway at the south of the site. There is a 12-inch water main that is in the northwest corner of the property, as well as a 12-inch water main that runs parallel to West Airline Highway. There is a 30-inch storm sewer line that runs along Mid-Port Boulevard. There are Mid-American Energy gas and electric lines running through the easement in Lot 20. The vacate area will be adjusted to keep an easement for these lines. The city is requesting to vacate an unused right-of-way and utility easement that is in Lot 19, 20, and 22 of the Mid-Port America Plat Number 3. The right-of-way was dedicated when Mid-Port Boulevard was being planned, but the road was built along a different path, so the city does not need this right-of-way. The utility easements are not needed for the area that will be vacated. Lot 20 is 12.33 acres in size. The right-of-way that is being proposed to be vacated takes up a sizable portion of the southwest corner of the lot. In the Technical Review Committee meeting, there was discussion about utilities in the area. It was brought up that while the city does not have utilities running through the easement, Mid-American Energy might have a gas line that was running through that easement. When they were contacted, Mid-America Energy did inform us that they have both a gas and electric line passing through the utility easement. The city is looking at vacating. Because of the area that will be vacated will have to be adjusted. Therefore, staff recommends that request by the City of Waterloo to vacate public right-of-way and utility easement located on Lot 19, Lot 20, and Lot 22 of Mid-Port America, Plat Number 3, in the M2P Planned Industrial District located east of 2535 Mid-Port Boulevard. be approved for the following reasons. One, the request would not appear to have a negative impact on traffic conditions in the area. Two, the right-of-way is no longer required to build a road, subject to the following condition: that the vacated area be adjusted to exclude the area required by Mid-American Energy for their existing gas and electric lines.
This is Schrader with staff. We're also working with Mid-America and looking at the potential option of relocating theirs, in which case we would be able to vacate everything. But if that's not going to work out to relocate, then we would just vacate as much as we can and keep an easement over what they need.
All right. Any questions for staff?
This is Duna. My question for staff is, have all the questions now about the water mains, gas lines, and those kinds of things, and the question that Castle asked, I'm reading from the packet here on page 9. It says Castle asked if lots 18 and 19 have that easement vacated, and then there's a whole paragraph of his question and what he wanted to discuss. Have those things been resolved so we can not have to worry about those things? And the rest of the information goes on to the top of page 10.
This is Schrader with staff. Yes, we're looking to vacate everything that was originally platted as right-of-way and then subsequently had an easement retained over it that's not needed for utility purposes. So that we're still working with Mid-America on the gas and electric to see if it can be relocated or not, and if not, how much easement they'll need to keep there. But so before this item is submitted to city council, we'll have to have an exact legal description of what's being vacated and what's being retained.
So it won't be a problem for us to take whatever action we're going to take.
No,
Okay.
not with the wording as proposed, subject to the area being adjusted to keep the easement as needed for Mid-America.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, the city is the applicant, so I guess we could entertain a motion on this item.
This is Schoberg. I'll make a motion that we approve the request by the City of Waterloo to vacate public right-of-way and utility easements located on Lot 19, 20, and 22 of Midport America Park Plat Number 3 in the M2P Planned Industrial District located east of 2535 Midport, with the following condition: that the vacated area be adjusted to include the area required by Mid-American Energy for their existing gas and electric lines.
Do not second.
There's a motion and a second. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we've got a request by the City of Waterloo to vacate a 20-foot drainage easement on lots 4 and 5 of Warp Second Edition in the M2P Planned Industrial District located at and adjacent to 4050 Lever C Road.
This is Tamalo with staff. The applicant is requesting to vacate a drainage easement that is no longer needed. The request to vacate a drainage easement would not appear to have a negative impact on the surrounding neighborhood or land use. The request to vacate a drainage easement would not appear to have a negative impact on vehicular or pedestrian traffic movements in the area. There are no sidewalks or trails along the lots in question. The area of the proposed vacate is zoned M2P Planned Industrial District and has been zoned as such since it was rezoned from A1 Agricultural District on September 20th, 2010. Surrounding land uses and their zoning designations are as follows: north, east, south, and west, zone M2P Planned Industrial District with the Waterloo Regional Airport, a warehouse, and vacant lots in the immediate vicinity. Vacation of the easement could have a negative effect on drainage, but the future developer would be required to dedicate an easement as a replacement to the current drainage easement vacation. No portion of the vacant area is located within a floodway or floodplain according to the 2024 FEMA floodplain maps. There is a 10-foot wide utility easement to the south of the lots in question and a 60-foot wide sanitary sewer, drainage, and utility easement to the west of the lots in question along Lever C Road. There is also the 20-foot wide drainage easement on the lots in question, which is currently being requested to be vacated. The future land use map designates this area as industrial. The request is in conformance. The request to vacate the 20-foot drainage easement except for the west 60 feet on lots 4 and 5 of Warp Second Edition located at and adjacent to 4050 Leversey Road. Vacating this easement would aid in future development of the above-mentioned lots. However, a drainage easement would be required to be dedicated at the time of development. If and when there is development or expansion, the site plan would be required to show a dedicated drainage easement. Therefore, the staff recommends that the request by the City of Waterloo to vacate a 20-foot drainage easement on lots 4 and 5 of Warp Second Edition in the M2P Plan Industrial District located at and adjacent to 4050 Leversey Road be approved for the following reasons. The request would not appear to have a negative impact on the surrounding area. The request would not appear to have a negative impact upon pedestrian and traffic conditions within the surrounding area. The request would be in conformance with the future land use map, subject to the following conditions: a drainage easement being required to be dedicated at the time of development and shown in the site plan.
Thank you. Any questions for staff?
Yeah, this is do not, I'm sorry. Yes, this is do not about the easements, and that's not an issue in this request either, is it?
No, this is Schrader staff, no. So they are gearing up to do a building expansion, and they will, once they finalize their plans, they will dedicate an easement farther away from the building, so that'll make room for the building addition, and the drainage will all work just fine.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
That was my question as well, is like where the property line was, but they own all that property.
The city will be conveying it to them.
Does anyone want to make a motion?
This is Poe. I'll motion that we move forward with the staff recommendation to approve the request by the city to vacate the 20-foot drainage easement on lots 4 and 5 of Warp Second Edition in the M2P Planned Industrial District located at and adjacent to 4050 Leversey Road, be approved subject that the drainage easement being required to be dedicated at the time of development and shown in the site plan.
Second, do not.
Thank you. We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any other discussion items today? No. I guess I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Schoberg?
Second, do not.
All those in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No, motion carries. Thank you.